Go's go-to podcast for sports talk. From the Bulls at the Madhouse to the NBA at large, covering it all, man. With the A1 right here,
I'm BA.
I'm E, man. So we so hyped to lay these basketball takes and knowledge on y'all, man. Please like, comment, subscribe, do everything that's wavy. Put us in your algorithm and been back on us for upcoming content. Appreciate the love. Now let's get to it.
Sir.
What's
Yo,
going on, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, and yourself, bro? It's another day,
Yeah, man,
another
I can't
blessed day.
call it, man. You been watching this week, man, these Bulls games this week, man. What you think? What you
Yeah,
think?
I've been keeping up. I mean, we started off the week playing Brooklyn. We smashed them. Nice ball movement. I think Io had the triple double. You know what I'm saying? Io had
I
the
think with
triple.
that Giddy, was that
Yeah,
Giddy that had the triple double?
yeah, Giddy that had the triple double.
Yeah, because Io just put up 30 yesterday, the other day against the Spurs, right?
Yeah. I think he had the triple double against the Spurs or something like that. But I know Giddy had the triple double
Okay.
against Brooklyn. You're right. And Giddy,
Yeah, okay.
he's past just Lonzo Ball insurance. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Lonzo is
Mm-hmm.
back, thank God. But no, Giddy provides a lot more. You know what I'm saying? He's a big guard. You know how we was talking about how them big guards could do a little bit more. They got a little bit more reach than a small guard. So watching
Mm-hmm.
so watching Giddy over these past games, he's big. He kind of looks to score a lot more than I thought he does. I guess I didn't
Yeah,
watch him
for
that much.
sure.
Watch him that much in OKC, but in Chicago, like playing for the Bulls, he looks like he's comfortable scoring and passing at the facilitating at the same time. But yeah, I was
Mm-hmm.
I was impressed with that Brooklyn game for sure. Zach LaVine still getting off. Vooch having an all-star year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, Vooch, man, 2010 got yeah, man. You see him? I mean, he's still solid. I ain't never had nothing against Vooch, our flat foot players, and we gonna get into that a little bit later. But yeah, man, I mean, he's still a 20 and 10 guy, man, still, and he's got pretty good numbers as far as efficiency right now.
Hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see, how the team looking. I know, we beat Brooklyn. We came back, beat the Spurs, you know what I'm saying? We just lost tonight, but that's another topic we'll get into, in a couple of seconds here. But yeah, man, we looked good, at the beginning of the week, start the week off strong, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, Giddy been looking good. Zach LaVine get his points where he need to get his points set. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Vooch been, grabbing boards, put in some type of effort, man. Our defense is still lacking. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't outscore teams every night. That's what it's been looking like in the 120s and the 130s and everything every night. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So we just got beat by Indiana tonight, 132 to 120, 132, 123, something like that, right?
Yeah, we give up a lot. We giving up a lot of points. We putting up points, but we giving up a lot of points.
And
Like
we
Vooch,
getting them up. Yeah, exactly.
like back to double back on Vooch though. He did drop like 39 against was it San Antonio or was it Brooklyn? It was one of them two teams. He dropped 39 points this week. He had some crazy numbers this week.
Hmm.
Giddy done had crazy numbers this week. Zach dropped 32 in the loss tonight. Had like 16 points, like I said in the third quarter, which was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm comfortable with what the Bulls playing. They look better without Patrick Williams in that starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? No diss to him or whatever, but the ball just moves very fluent. The ball moves so better fluently without him in the lineup. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even finna have this Patrick Williams discussion
We
with you, bro.
not
You
a
know my
we
feelings on,
yeah.
on Patrick Williams, man. Like, I can't wait when we go to the game next week, how we gonna see how these boys gonna do tonight, man. But I do not want to see Patrick Williams. I'm
Nah.
tired of seeing Patrick Williams. I'm tired of talking about Patrick Williams. I didn't like the draft pick in the first place, and
Hmm.
as you can see, it's not. I just don't think it's gonna turn into nothing. He is what he is. What is it now? Year four now? Year three, year four, something like
Yeah,
that?
something like that. Something like
Yeah,
that.
man, and he's an undersized big man. I really never like undersized big man besides like a Paul Millsap who is steady, who had a long career, who just retired
Just
recently, as you can
retired.
see. You know what I'm saying? And people like that, you know what I mean? But I always have a problem. It's only these anomalies like a Draymond Green, like people like that can hold up that at that forward, power forward, even sometimes center, small ball center position. And when they undersized, when you talking about a 6'7", 6'8", 6'6", sometimes forward,
Hmm.
I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you got the talent, you can play that up with the big boys by all means, but it's only so few that come along. You know what I mean? They
Right.
was definitely more popular the early, was it the early 2010s, early, not even that, early 2000s,
Hmm.
stuff like that, when post play was still a big part of the game. But now that, you know what I mean, that they kind of moved away from that, and it's really based around a lot of athleticism and shooting. Like, I just don't see the room for a small power forward, a small center, and I didn't like the draft pick. And as you can see, it's like, what is it really going into? What is he averaging this year? 6-5,
I
six
don't
and
even.
four,
I
something
don't
like
even.
that. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
even. I don't even think he's averaging that much. I mean, if even if he is, it's not effective. You know what I'm saying? Them 6 points
Hmm.
not helping the team. But you know who is helping the
Hmm.
team? The rookie, Lil
The
Boozy.
Rook, boy, he took the words out my
Yeah,
mouth, boy.
the
I,
Rook,
I was
boy.
just finna say something about the Rook, man. The Rook been looking good.
Lil
The
Boozy
Rook
Vert.
has been looking good. What, he had 30 the other night?
He had 20 or something, 20 and 5 or something like that.
He had some nice stats, man, coming off the bench too. I think it was that night we did beat the Spurs, right? When I think
Yep, yep.
he had a good showing, a good show out that night too.
Yeah, he left the game with a broke nose, so we rocked the mask tonight. But he's tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
he
tough.
did.
Like
He definitely did.
the average player be out with a broke nose tonight. You know what I'm saying? At home crying or something
Hmm.
because his nose broke. He ain't pretty no more. But see, Booz Ellis don't care about that. He don't care about looking pretty. He want to go out there. He want to contribute to the team. I want to see him have an All-Star game, however the rookie versus sophomore, whatever the rookie challenge is. I want to see a Chicago Bulls player in that weekend. You know what I'm saying? If we can't have an all-star on our team, at least we get somebody contributing that weekend. But
Hmm.
the rookie looks nice. I'm happy with the pick. He didn't go to school. He was overseas or something, right?
Rook,
Buzelis. Yeah.
I thought he was all homegrown. I thought he did play. I thought he did play for college.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta do my research on that. But the rook is nice. You know what I'm saying? He fits in the rotation way better than Patrick Williams fits in the rotation. He can do a lot better. He can score. He can look. He can find his own shot. You know what I'm saying? He don't just stand up in the corner and just post up and wait for the ball to come to him. You know what I'm saying? He
No,
finds
no, not at all.
you know how you got them players that can the ball can find them instead of them having to go look for the ball and shit.
Hmm.
He's one of them players. Like he can find the ball can come to him. He can take you off the dribble. He can post you up. He can play defense. Like he can get back on defense. Patrick Williams don't do none of that, bro. He don't do none of that, bro. He slows the team down. Like look how good the Bulls been playing without him this week. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna say this a week for us that we've been playing. We played Brooklyn, we played San Antonio, and we
I mean,
played the Pacers.
two out of three isn't bad, man. 2 out of 3 isn't bad for the week. Coming off with the Bulls, we at least we got the double digit wins at this point.
On the
You know
real.
what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just.
And we kind of beating teams that we supposed to beat. You know what I'm saying? We play the Brooklyn Nets. We supposed to beat them. Like they don't have not one All Star on their team. We beat San Antonio without Wembanyama. We supposed to beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Uh,
they got a 100-year-old Chris Paul. Like we supposed to beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't no way we supposed to be losing to these teams. Like
CP,
Indy,
oh man, at this point, you need CP3 no more CP. Oh man, at this
C
point,
P
somehow
300.
still, somehow still averaging 8 assists. Then man gonna be a fucking the art of the assist, the god of the assist, huh? He just gonna just forever know how to pass the ball. That's it.
He one of them. When I think of people who can pass the ball off, or when I used to sit back and watch clips of just people just being a dimer, yeah, Chris Paul one.
Hmm.
Paul one of them. Yeah, no doubt. I give him
Oh,
that.
for sure.
I give him that. He one
Definitely,
of
he's the point guard, right?
yeah. He's the
As they
point
like to
guard.
call him, he's the point guard. You
He's
know
the
what I'm
point. Yeah,
saying? But I mean, as far as him getting any points, I mean, he gonna have his run of the mill nights here and there. You
yeah.
know
It,
what I'm saying?
it might be an off
Averaging
night.
the days of averaging 20 and 11 is
Oh,
is
yeah,
is past him at this point.
yeah. It's over with. It's over with.
It's over with at this point. So
It's a
yeah,
wrap.
no, I mean, hey, we gotta keep doing what we gotta do. We gonna keep push it on. As you can say, I don't even know what to say,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah. I think.
hey, like
I
I saw somebody comment the other day, man. It was like, he said, he's asking which core is better, the Houston core, or the Bulls core. Somebody was like, what core? And I was like, hey, don't do that, man. Don't do
right.
that,
We
man.
working
We
with
we we
something.
got we got something, man. Like you said, we got the Rook, we got Giddy. Giddy's only 21.
Hmm.
We still got whatever Zach Levine is gonna be. Io looks good most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Definitely a good piece right there.
For sure.
Obviously, like I said, I know, Vooch is still playing solid. And, who knows when the decline is going to start, but
Hmm.
it's not like Vooch is, super long in the tooth right now. That's kind of one of the reasons why we got him. You know what I'm saying? He's only 34, you know what I mean, at this point. So he's not, what do you want to call it? I don't know what you want to call it, a super old veteran, a veteran out there getting the vet minimum. You know what I'm saying? We definitely paid him.
We
So
call him
yeah.
he's seasoned though. Okay, he kind of
Yeah,
seasoned.
he's seasoned, man. He's seasoned.
Yeah, he's
And
seasoned.
he's not he's had his injuries and stuff, his nicks and knacks here and there, but he's not,
He ain't never had no freak injury to take him out long time. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no, in long periods of time.
Like you
Yeah,
barely
man,
see
we,
him
we
on the
got
bench hurt.
we got something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're talking about. We got Dalen Terry over here and stuff
Got
like that.
Terry. I like
We got
Terry.
something, even though I've been seeing him in the trade rumors and
I
things
like I
like
like
that.
I like the unsung hero Jalen Terry. I like HT Taylor Horton Tucker. I like I like
Somebody say THT look like one of them LA fitness players.
be balling, boy. He be balling, boy. Like he look like he won't give you no buckets, but he do give you buckets, bro. He like he been averaging like 14 points this week alone. You see what I'm saying?
Boy,
He Chicago's on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out THT.
THT, man.
I like Julian Phillips. He nice. You know what I'm saying? Kobe White still gonna produce what he gonna produce. Lonzo Ball is nice to see him back when he is back. He makes so much of a difference when I watched him tonight against the Pacers. It's like he's there, he's here, he's there. You know what I'm saying? He can put his
No,
he
he can definitely contribute something, man. He's definitely not gonna be the same what he was.
yeah,
That athleticism isn't gonna be there, but his IQ has always been there. So he gonna
yeah,
always be able to get
right,
to his spots and figure out the game. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
one,
It's just a matter of just keeping himself healthy at this point.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? And like you said, not going. He's not gonna be the same athletic. Lonzo Ball he was before this injury. It kept him out for 2 years at this point. At a certain point, they said the man was never gonna walk again. You saw that article I sent you the other day. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
It,
yeah,
it was scary season for that type of stuff, man. And it's crazy that it's always like, man. I swear, I always say this, man. I swear, I feel like Jordan them sold the Bulls to get these six we got in the '90s, bro.
yeah, man.
It's
Tedder,
always some crazy with these players, man. Since then, from all the way from Williams
mm-hmm.
getting into a motorcycle accident and never being the same again to Derrick Rose and it's
Go down the line, bro. You can
yeah,
stop.
man,
We
just
can go from
all this potential. I mean, even Ben Gordon to a certain extent, never really was no big injury, but just
nah, that motherfucker went
just
crazy.
it went crazy, bro. Just like why we just can't get right, bro. Like, and then it's like you said, then we see the other fun teams where the Rockets and stuff like that, when they got so many young players
Mm-hmm.
that I would like for the Bulls right now. I would love a Jabari, you know what I'm saying?
I
Jabari
like
Smith.
him.
I love a Cam Whitmore over here. You know what I'm saying?
You naming him.
Even the Thompson twin. You know what I'm saying? Just because he can play defense and he's athletic. You know what I mean?
And you
That
see how you
just
and you see how you named all three of them and how better all three of them are better than just the one piece in Patrick Williams. Like we don't need to swap Cam Whitmore out for Kobe White. I mean maybe, but no. But
no.
but you can
Keep Kobe. I mean, yeah,
right,
you
you can
never
keep
can forget about Kobe,
right. You
but
keep Kobe.
it's kind of like the same thing, I mean, not the same thing with him. He's definitely been looking better, but still kind of the inconsistency thing that's
Mm-hmm.
been kind of plaguing him his most of his career. You know what I mean? Like he
Mm-hmm.
definitely stepped up last year. Definitely looked like most improved, whatever you want to call it, last year. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he's definitely had his spots this year. Don't get me wrong. This quarter of the season that we've been into so far, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just like I said, the inconsistencies. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I know whoever step up, whoever night, I just like to see him being like that piece for us going forward. Like, yes, he is gonna be one of the ones. He do got that potential, that all-star potential to average, you know what I'm saying, 6 and 5 or
mm-hmm.
24 and 7 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he's capable of that. I could be wrong, but I see it. I see the scoring prowess. He show you he can put up numbers,
Right.
but it's just like I said, it's just the inconsistency. The shot don't fall sometimes, all the time, and that just might be some that might be plaguing him. You know what I'm saying? Like speaking of which, like talking about inconsistency, and I told you about this boy at the beginning. I told you about Cornelius Randle, man, at the beginning of the season.
Oh my
I'm looking
God.
at the game, right now
Yeah.
a little bit, a little bit here and there, and I see they looking good. It's man, it's the same thing,
You
man.
you did call it though. I didn't really see it because I was thinking Julius Randle, new team. This is a fresh start for him. But
Yeah.
I didn't know that like he's that inconsistent where he makes these bonehead plays. His IQ is not there. He kind of whatever Anthony Edwards called out the whole team as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And then it's
Hmm.
like this is your young guard right here. Ant Man is the young bull on the team. Like
Yeah, boy.
where
He tell y'all all immature.
right, and where's Julius Randle in this taking accountability in this? You never hear him talk to the
Hmm.
media, you know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
I'm just starting to believe you more and more on this Cornelius Randle. I'm sold on it. It's like, dude, this dude don't really like I'm so blinded by his court, like the way he play on the court, and it don't
Hmm.
amaze me, it don't blow my mind or nothing. But now I'm starting to see the immatureness or whatever in him. It's like,
Yeah, and that's the thing, and it leads to inconsistency, man. That's always been a part of his career
mm-hmm,
since the Lakers. We tried to just put it on. He was young. You know what I'm saying? To the Knicks, he had his time in the Knicks where he, All-Star season, he was averaging 25. Was it 24, 4 and 5 or something like that? Something ridiculous like that. 24, 9 and 6 or some crazy like that. I can't
mm-hmm,
remember that first year he was in New York, but when it was just him by himself and it was like put the ball in my hands, let me go to work. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes that wherever he goes. And it's like you are a talented player, don't get me wrong, but you are a ball stopper. And it's hard for you to necessarily find your spots. If he's not in the rhythm, if he don't feel like he getting fed the ball, if he's not getting them ISO plays like where he need him to be at, then he's not involved in the game. He's making immature mistakes.
mm-hmm.
He's not getting back on defense here and there. And it's funny how they got rid of their so-called worst defensive player in Cat,
Who cat?
and their defense was top of the league last year with Cat, and now they gave them the Nuggets the problems they gave them in the playoffs
With cat?
with Cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying he stopped Jokic in the least bit, but at least he was a big body that can stay in front of him. And you know what I'm saying? Throw him off with him and Nas Reed put together. On top of that, him being able to shoot like he can. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And now
yeah, I
you
feel
go
you.
you go get the left-handy Randall because y'all don't necessarily want to pay Cat because y'all know the money gonna come up. Y'all gonna have to pay Ant-Man. All these teams scared to go in the second apron when y'all just came off a conference finals appearance. Pay the man, figure it out, and run it back. You know what I'm saying? Run it back. Stop trying to change the money around and try to whatever. Like run it back. See what y'all could have got. Y'all just push the defending champs, y'all just beat them in the game 7. Then y'all went up against, you know what I'm saying, the
Mm-hmm.
Mavericks, who just was hot at the time. Because I feel like if Ant-Man didn't run out of gas when he did, if he was really up for the challenge with Kyrie and everything like that, he's young, he wasn't used to going that deep in in the playoffs, and so he ran out of gas. You know what I'm saying? And it was Luca.
Right.
Luca is one of the best players in the league. Kyrie is still Kyrie, and they got over the hump. You know what I'm saying? They went to the finals, but that was definitely a team that was going to be reckoned with because the defense, and now they don't even have that as a part of their identity. It's like that one switch, who was, like I said, the so-called worst defender in the starting five,
Mm-hmm.
has changed the defense. The defense not even good no more.
Yeah, I'm worried, bro. I'm worried for the Timberwolves, bro. Do you think they make a trade? Do they trade? Try to find a piece for Julius Randle before All Star after you know what I'm saying before the trade deadline is over with?
I don't know. I don't know. That's one of them things, man. I don't know what they necessarily do as far as getting rid of him. I think they should. I mean, I heard there was a lot of speculation that he was just a trade piece anyway.
Like
Oh,
just to trade him from New York to Minnesota and again trade again.
yeah, yeah, that's what I heard. He was just gonna be a that's just some of the rumors around the league that he was just a trade piece. He was just you know, a piece to use to get somebody else or to get somebody younger, get some young pieces and a couple of picks or something like that. But it's like, why? Like I said, that's them teams that goes back into what we was talking about in a couple of episodes ago. That's them teams not willing to pay that bread, man, to compete with these teams, and y'all just coming off a conference finals run. Why mess up the chemistry? Why mess up the team? Why start over? Why? What was the reason behind it? And I feel
Yeah,
like New
after
York kind of fleeced y'all because
they did.
that was y'all original franchise player. Y'all had y'all two all-star super, you know what I'm saying? Almost in a
Hmm.
way, superstars. I wouldn't say Cat, but I mean Cat,
He is a
he's
superstar,
one of the
bro.
best shooting big men out
He
there.
he was there before all them, bro. He was there before Zach
Yeah, that was
LaVine.
their number one pick.
He was there before Wiggins. You know what I'm saying? He was there
Uh-huh.
before Anthony Edwards. So I mean, it's only a certain few players that come to mind. Since Cat is gone from Minnesota, and you got Julius Randle, what you think about Jimmy Butler coming back to Minnesota, bro?
Hmm. I mean, that's
But it's
kind of
like
hard to
it
say.
it'll put a battery in the Timberwolves back as far as that attitude. You know what I'm saying? That badass
I mean,
attitude.
yeah, I definitely think
But it's like,
him
and man,
and
but it's like
Ant-Man a match for sure.
but what you gonna do when you got to run up against Jokic again? You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
you don't get Cat like that. I'm really thinking about what you're saying. Like what's gonna happen when it's a rematch between the Timberwolves and the Nuggets now, and now you don't have Karl Anthony Towns. So now it's just Reed and Gobert.
Hmm.
And now you missing an additional 25, 30 points with Cat gone, 8 to 10 rebounds with Cat gone. So yeah, I think Minnesota might be.
And 40% from three. 40% from three, because now you got Ant-Man trying to take over the workload as a three-point shooter, which he's not shooting bad at all.
Hmm.
But what made what made him such a threat as well was that the simple fact that he did drive to the lane. He did, get to his spots where he needed to. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know, man. I feel like
They taking a step back.
they messed it up.
Yeah, they took a
I feel
step
like
back.
they messed it up.
And it
They
was
took
so
a
good. It
swing.
was so good because it was like, who knew that they was gonna work with Cat and Gobert? Nobody was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's hard between for two bigs to actually gel in this game that they play. You know what I'm saying? Like we haven't seen that since like Anthony Davis and Boogie Cousins. You know what I'm saying? That was the last time.
Hmm.
That was the last time it really, really worked. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it don't be every time. It don't be every day where you can get two big mans on the court together like that. Two seven footers or
No, man,
whatever.
you absolutely right. And it was something unique, like you said, like we also were saying in the other episode, how it's a copycat league, right? It's always these teams
Hmm.
trying to copy another formula to compete for a championship. And I feel like the Wolves was throwing something at you unique with the
All
two
right. It
big
was
men
different.
out there,
Right. It
with
was.
a shooting four and a defensive, stopper at the rim. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? The kind of, it was the spacing worked. A lot of that stuff worked, and Randall is nowhere near the same threat from the 3-point line that Cat was. I'm sorry,
Now you taking a
that's just the
step back
case.
to your traditional. Taking a step back to your traditional big five, medium sized four, because he's not even a big four. You know what I'm saying? So now you going back to the
Yeah,
traditional game, and then that's what. So you taking a step back from what got you as far as you went last year. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
with that,
because Cat was a legit going back into him, and we keep talking about him, but Cat was a legit 6'10", 6'11", seven
yeah,
foot even. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you go away from that and you go with an undersized, Julius Randle, what, probably 6'9".
Maybe six, maybe.
maybe 6'10", but I really realistically think he about 6'8", about LeBron height. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So you go with that, and don't get me wrong, he's strong and this, that, and the third, but he doesn't have the jumper that necessarily everybody got to respect every night. If they see it's not going right for him, they know that they can step off and it's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? He's not necessarily gonna find his rhythm that he needs to find. Like it
Right.
looked at all gravy at the beginning of the season, hit the game winning shot. They came out hot, you know what I'm saying? They was
Hmm.
beating teams, and now we're starting to see the chemistry, the lack of chemistry and stuff like that, and all that stuff starting to fall in, and then the lack of a true point guard. Because while Michael Conley is a good point guard, he's getting up there in age,
Hmm.
and he's undersized, and you know what I'm saying. Going to them undersized guards, they get to a certain age, they lose a step. The athleticism isn't the same no more. You know what I'm saying? So even the lift on the 3-pointer ain't the same no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that, you need somebody else at that position. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Ant, yes, he can be the playmaker, and he can get better at his playmaking skills, and he has improved at that as well.
Hmm.
But you got to have somebody else to kind of set up the offense. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Do you want to put too much? You don't want to put too much on Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying?
No, and that's why I feel like he's taking so much of his workload shooting all these threes because yeah, went ahead and got one of the best 3-point shooters not only on their team in the league.
DiVincenzo.
No, Cat. What you mean, Cat got one of the best 3-point shooters in the league? Different hell, no, not DiVincenzo. Cat, as we can see, DiVincenzo ain't shooting nothing.
Nah,
Shit.
he putting up houses over there in Minnesota.
Yeah, he building condos in the community with Beast Mode.
I don't even think he wants to be in Minnesota for real.
For real, for real. Like, hey, what
Yeah.
Teague say on this podcast? He said he ain't want to really be in Minnesota for real.
Who talking about Wiggins?
Nah, Teague,
He said he ain't want to. He said he ain't want to be.
when he got traded, he wanted to stay
Damn.
at the crib.
Damn.
Yeah, but Minnesota's giving that bag out. So he
Yeah,
said, let me
bro.
go see what they talking about.
Yeah, bro. We watching the fall off of the Minnesota Timberwolves right in front of our eyes. I mean, despite that they beating Golden State by like 10 or whatever, but barely. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Barely.
man, it's gonna be a bloodbath in the West, man. So I don't see what Phoenix got going on right now, what the Warriors are doing to a certain extent right now, even though they kind of came back down to earth a little bit. But you know what teams like that is doing. You got Denver that's still looking good. Jokic looking like Jokic. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they
And
they
and,
starting
and
to
I'm
get
a little
into.
concerned about Jamal Murray. You know what I mean? Not looking like the
You don't think
Jamal
so?
Murray from 2 years ago.
I don't think so.
Um, I don't think so, bro. I mean, he looked at horrible a couple of nights ago. I can't remember who they was playing, but he's not. It's definitely not.
Hmm.
You see the reasons why he's never necessarily been an all-star during the regular season. And if it's not injuries and things like that,
Yeah, I think he
it's
might
something
not
else
might
that's
might
that's
not be
griping him.
he might not be healthy, man. He seemed to be sluggish. He don't get all aggressive. His numbers don't. You know what I'm saying? He don't have crazy numbers like how he usually do. Like a 15. He don't even put up that. I mean, I don't really know what his numbers looking like, but like for Jamal Murray to not have no crazy 30-point games and nothing crazy in recent, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, it should be concerning. Michael Porter
Hmm.
Jr. He not his shooting percentages is not as high as it usually be. He not shooting from a high clip. He's still jacking it. You know what I'm saying? But he's not shooting as good. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Gordon is fizzled out. And like you said, they won another one of their teams that broke up that core that they had with the Bruce Browns and the
Hmm.
and the KCPs. Like you don't them type of glue players like that, you don't give
The
up. Like
depth.
yeah, you pay them. You know what I'm saying? But the
Exactly, the
Warriors,
depth. Why lose the depth? When you're winning, it's not. I can see. It's not leading to wins, or it's. I can even see if it's like almost getting there, almost getting there, and can't quite do it. It's crazy to me how long Miami has kept their team together. You would have thought somebody like a Miami who done went, was it now three out of the last 4 years or 2 out of the last 5 years, something crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? Went all the way to the finals and couldn't get it done. You would have thought by now our teams are switching everything around. You would have thought by now they would have.
Yeah, and they don't.
You
I
know what
mean,
I'm
they.
saying? They would have, and they would have just, tried to, and they did to a certain extent. I mean, they tried to go get Dame, that didn't quite work out for them, and
Hmm.
stuff like that. But yeah, man, I just don't, I don't see, why some of these teams, and I guess I get it as business, as money, whatever the case might be.
That's what I'm trying
You
to figure
you
out. That's what
you,
I'm
you
trying to figure
might
out.
have a brainstorm that an idea gonna work out, but as you can see, most of the time, man, when you get rid of players like that, that should change. I'm not comparing him to a Saquon Barkley that's in Philly now, but it's kind of like that. I mean, it's kind of like under the same grand scheme of things.
Hmm.
Y'all going to a player like that, man, you don't get rid of because as you can see, it could change a whole other team's outlook. You know what
For
I
sure.
mean? Like, and it's not like the Eagles weren't good before, but now they potential,
Yeah,
Super
they.
Bowl contenders. You
Yeah,
know what
they.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
they can.
just because of that one piece alone, that they said the running back was so dead in the game, and now but not getting into all that. I'm just saying, like, why if you coming off a conference finals,
Hmm.
OKC back in the day, if you coming off a finals appearance, why blow it up? And it's the first one. Why not run it back? See what y'all can do. See if it do work out. Keep y'all same identity
Hmm.
and go from there. And yeah, man, like you said, Cat is looking good in New York. You know what I mean? To speak of New York, speak on New York, Cat looking good out there. You know what I
Man,
mean?
they
Even
they
McCall having his nights here and there, his little spots. You know what I mean? He kind of fell back into his role like he was in Phoenix. You know what I mean? With all the other stars. But yeah.
yeah, they clinched the Group A and that game versus the Magic and the Cup game.
Hmm.
The Knicks versus the Magic. I think it was like Tuesday or whatever, but the Knicks did clinch it. Cat had like a double double. Like his numbers is crazy. Like he's shooting amazing. And him and Jalen Brunson still like coexisting. You know what I'm saying? Which I didn't
Hmm.
see it was gonna happen so early. But Cat looks so comfortable. You know what I'm saying? The big bodega, he holding it down in the Big Apple. The big bodega cat. You know what I'm saying? He holding it down. But I think once Macau comes around,
Hmm.
then they'll be serious. I don't think he really came. I don't think he's coming around like how he like that role that he was playing in Brooklyn, or
Hmm.
even the defensive role. Like if he could be like a defensive lockup type, Drew Holiday type role, you know what I'm saying? If he can be
Hmm.
like, if he can be like that, oh, I'm gonna guard your best player every
And
night.
find the spots and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, if he can,
Him, him and Novi, yeah, for sure.
yeah, OG looking good, but yeah, if Macau can be that Drew Holiday, how Drew Holiday is for the Celtics, if Macau can be
Hmm.
that for the Knicks, then I think the Knicks will be like serious because we seen what happened when the Knicks and the Celtics played that first game of the year. They got smoked. Yeah, Knicks got smoked, but it was their first game all together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be on the lookout for the next time the Knicks play the Celtics or the Bucks because that's like a real test for them. You know, that'll be a real test for them.
For sure. For sure. I mean, they've been like I said, but they've been playing some good teams so far, and they've been looking pretty good. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Going into looking at the Knicks, looking at the T Wolves and everything like that, looking around the league. The Knicks have been looking pretty good. The Cavs still been looking like the Cavs. They still been killing.
So
So
what you think though?
yeah,
Like you
man.
think Cleveland gonna go all the way to the finals? Like, do you see an injury coming? You know what I'm saying? Do you see like how serious do you think the Cavs can get? Because they like one of them teams. They got like the two big guys down there. They got Mobley and Jared Allen down there,
Hmm.
but Mobley could be like undersized some nights. You know what I'm saying?
What you
Mobley,
mean as far as like just his?
he's like kind of thin. You know what I'm saying? He kind of like
Oh yeah, okay. I was just making sure I kind of follow what you were saying
he
there
kind
because
of thin.
I
Like
can agree to a certain extent with that. You know what I mean? He is kind of frame his thin in the frame. You know what I mean? Like, and
kind of like Chet.
he's still young, so that NBA muscle going definitely come around. But he has looked good. You know what I mean? And who knows what training regiment they got him on? They could be telling him, "Hey, stay, where you at." You know what I
Hmm.
mean? That might work for us and work for us as a team or whatever like that. Because like I said, Mobley has definitely been looking good, in his games that he has been playing. I mean,
Yeah,
he almost at 18-9, 19-9, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I could definitely see his progression, I should
right.
say.
I mean, yeah, Cleveland looks serious. They playing all on one tune. You know what I'm saying? They playing
Hmm.
all in sync, and that's what it takes. And I think with Donovan Mitchell, a player as elusive as he can get, and then you got a pass first and a scoring point guard, and Darius Garland. I just think they like a threat for real as far as that 1 and 2 punch alone. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And then you need that rim protector in Jared Allen. You know what I'm saying? You always need a rim protector because that's what teams need. You need defense. You
I
need a
mean,
rim
yeah.
protector.
And Mobley is right there on the cleanup
And
too. Yeah, I mean,
yep,
he's averaging one almost 2 blocks a game, something like that. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
a steal. So the defense is looking tight. You know what I mean?
hmm
Donovan is definitely getting to the spots he needs to. Garland definitely has his nights and looking like a playmaker out there for sure. Like that team looks serious, and that's one of the reasons why. Them and the Celtics is probably gonna be scrapping it out for that number 1 spot for the rest of the season. And that's just my opinion, you
I
know.
mean, man, it's gonna be tough though, because if you put like a Derek White or like a Jalen Brown on Darius Garland, man, it might be a long night for Darius Garland. Because a little
I
guard,
mean,
a
for
little
sure.
guard, a little guard. Man, we've been talking
For
about these
sure.
little
And
guards.
they definitely pushed them to the brink last time they played them. Celtics end up coming out with the win, but, it wasn't no easy game. It wasn't no easy game. And they did some of them tactics that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it
hmm
was a, it was a little bit of a long night for Garland. I think he still got off though. You know what I mean? He
Yeah,
still that first step is nasty, man. Like,
yeah.
hey, that
He got a,
boy,
yeah, he got
he
a
got
bag.
some shit to him.
Yeah, he got a bag. He got a bag. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So.
so
And
like
and
this.
and he's not that undersized. I want to say Garland, what is still like a 6'1", 6'2", something like that, right?
Okay, so he can move. He can move his body and stuff. Like he can create some space if he want to. You know.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's the matchup I want to see. Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland versus Drew Holiday and Derek White, something like that, or maybe throw Jaylen Brown in there because I like Jaylen Brown when he get aggressive on the guards too. I can see Jaylen Brown checking Donovan Mitchell, or at least trying to. You know what I'm saying? Because Donovan Mitchell
Hmm.
he got some shit though. He got some shit.
Yeah, he got some shit. And that boy can't see worth a damn out there.
Who? Yeah, he said he can't see right. He said he wear glasses, but
He
he
said he
said
can't see.
he said at this point when if he was trying to wear glasses, he'll be missing all his shots.
Yeah,
Right?
he meant it's the field now for him. It's the field for him. He don't need the motherfuckers on the court. He
Oh
say.
yeah, he got spider senses for real, boy. He got spider senses for real, boy.
He said, what he said is like how LeBron said it was 3 rims. I just shoot at the right one, just try to hit
Man,
the middle one.
LeBron was
Fuck
full
he
of
said.
shit. LeBron was full of it, man. LeBron need to sit down, man. He getting old. He getting
You
old,
getting
man.
old?
He getting old.
Man, the Lakers, man, what you think?
So like I said, they got out to that little hot start, but I think we was talking. We was like they didn't really play nobody. I don't know. They so unpredictable. I love to see like Anthony Davis still gonna give you that 20 and 12 with 25 and 13 rebounds or whatever. But when you doing that and it's not effective, that's how you know like it's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They getting old. They don't really have no contributors. Like I mean, you can't really be like, oh, Austin Reeves is that guy. I'm sorry, ain't no diss towards Austin Reeves or whatever, but he can't be D'Angelo Russell. Like they ain't really working with nothing. They ain't really working with nothing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't
I
really
mean,
working.
shit, dude. What is D'Angelo? Speaking of D'Angelo Russell, one of our flat foot Hall of Famers right there.
We
He's
got another one.
definitely up there on the flat foot list. Speaking of that, man, what do we mean by flat footed when we say flat footed, man? What do you think? I know we know what it means, but
I mean, I mean, ba-
what you want to tell the people? What it mean to you?
I mean, a flat-footed person or a basketball player, NBA players, like for example, a guy that can't really stay in front of nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's only one example. He can't stay in
Mm,
front of nobody, and we know plenty of them guys. You know what I'm saying? Or it's
mm,
like they can't really shuffle their feet on offense as fast either. You know? And it kind
mm.
of it slows them down, man. It slows them down. It's like you ain't got no lift on your jump shot. You know what I'm saying? You can't stay in front of nobody. It's just bad. It's just bad.
But then
It's just bad to have
you
somebody
have
like that on
some
your team that
of
ain't good.
them, that mastered the flat footedness, as we can say, that have like a Jokic, like a Luca, like a
Hmm.
what's another example? Like a Shea to a certain extent that just is not relying on their athleticism to get to where they need to go. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Okay.
It's dragging the feet, flat footed, slow mo. Hit you with a couple moves, get to
Like
my
a
spot, hit my shot. You know what I'm
Cal
saying? And
Anderson.
I'm keep it moving.
Like a Cal Anderson.
Like a Cal Anderson slow mo, he definitely flat footed Hall of Fame.
Hmm.
We got one over there on the Bulls in Vooch. You know what I mean? It's not like Vooch is looking to go up for no super athletic player, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna hit his couple of shots, he gonna do his thing, and then he gonna keep it where he need to keep it at.
I'm working, man. Go back in the room. I'm working, okay? I'm gonna come back, okay? I'm coming now. Thank you. Yeah, I ain't even think about Shay though, but now that you put that mental image in my head of me seeing him
Hmm.
get to the hole like he does, like he don't really got he got moves, but he don't really pick up his feet. Like he hit you with that little 1-2, and he like don't it don't even look like he moved for real.
It don't
And
even look
he
like he move. It's like that
and
that.
he long, he got the length with it too though, you know?
Hmm.
So yeah, I didn't even think about Shea. I didn't think about Luca because he's so offensively gifted. I can't even see him as a flat, but he don't stay in front of nobody when you think about it. You know what I'm saying?
No, he uses his length and his strength. That's how he just be able to hold up. But as far as him getting to, he's not using his athleticism, as I should say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People like that, they bag got to be deep. Even James Harden to a certain extent, even
That's
though
another one. Bro.
he had
You do pretty good with that. You do pretty good with watching niggas' feet because I don't really be seeing. I can't see it, bro. I don't see it until you say it. Like he is one of them players.
he one of them players,
He
bro.
one of them players, bro. I can't see it until you say something like until you say it like that, bro.
So yeah, if you think about them players, you think about them guys, man, that's where I kind of get that flat-footed aspect from. They're not relying on their athleticism. Giannis, he's relying on his athleticism.
Right.
LeBron, up to a certain extent, he's starting to turn into a damn flat-footed player. But
Yeah.
he relies for his most of his career, his athleticism. Jordan, athleticism. Derrick Rose, athleticism. You know what I'm saying? Like these are people. Westbrook to this day, athleticism. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? Like, but you have your ones that come through like a D'Angelo Russell, like a Jokic, and that's not even on the same tier as far as
Yeah. They
as
both
far as how effective it is and whatever,
exactly.
whatever. It just that's I guess that's kind of like the spectrum. Yeah, you got a D'Angelo Russell over here, but then you got a Jokic over here. You know
It's
what I'm
that's
saying?
a real spectrum for you right there.
Yeah, so it's like that's night and day. You got a Luca over here, and then you got a
Vooch, right?
Cal Anderson over here. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. I could think of some more. If I really sit there and look at the game, I could think of a few more. They role players. It's a bunch of them out there. It's a couple of more stars that I can't think of off the top of my head right now, but they all around the league, bro. It's not too hard to find, man. It's not.
So so yeah,
It's
next
just
time
like you said, you gotta watch they what did Shaq say? They feet work. You gotta watch their feet work, not their footwork. They feet work.
that's what I'm saying. So next time y'all see these players, next time you watch a James Harden, next time you watch a Luka Doncic, next time you watch a Nikola Jokic, watch the feet work, and you will see exactly what bro mean. What you mean when you say a flat-footed person, and then on the other spectrum, look at a D'Angelo Russell on defense and a Nikola Vucevic on defense. It's like night and day, but it's all flat. It all fall up under the same umbrella, you know.
All falls on the same flat footed. And the reason why, like you said, like a Jokic or like a Yuka, Luka, like a Yuka, like a you Luka can hold their own is because of their IQ.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that D'Angelo Russell or them guys are not smart basketball players. What I'm saying is the level of IQ that a Luka, that a Jokic has, you can see the difference. I won't see the same mistakes that I see from a D'Angelo Russell or even a Kyle Anderson or somebody like that I would see from a Jokic or a Luka or whatever the case may be. So
It's like
that's what
Luca.
I mean by when I say by that, or even a James Harden, because James Harden has been known to do his crazy shit like trying to jump at his own player shooting a shot.
Yeah, like what was you thinking, bro? What was you thinking, man? That wasn't no IQ at all.
Just wow, bro. You just be James Harden is one of them unique ones. Definitely one of the greatest scoring guys to ever grace the game, man. I give
Yeah.
him that them Houston Rocket days, man. Looking at some of them numbers, man, seeing some of them numbers on ESPN, some of them days, like he did what? 54, 12, and 11.
It's
Like,
like
what are we talking about?
how you even got time to give the ball away and still score 54 points? You
And
know what I'm
still
saying?
scored 54. He went to the free throw line 37 times, boy. he was he was hooking the shit out of everybody for them plays.
Ain't
Hey,
no way.
James Harden.
Ain't no
Hey,
way.
and the boy, your boy Trey took it straight from the playbook, boy,
Yeah, I
with them
see.
calls.
I was finna say something about Trae Young tonight too. After I looked over his numbers tonight. He was like 8 for 24. I'm like, I know you want to honor Kobe, but goddamn, like not like
Look,
this. You know what I'm saying? Like you shot 8 for 24 from field goal, bro, and they still won. He got the game winning three or whatever
look,
in overtime. But come
look,
on, man.
and look,
Yeah, he another one. Another one.
Trey,
Yeah,
Trey,
Ice Trey the game.
I trade the game.
Shot the Lakers lights out tonight.
And going into all that, man, like who do you think if the season ended right now, how would the playoff matchups look like? You know what I'm saying? Looking at it, how you would look at it right now, man. Let me try to bring up these what do you call
The
it,
standings.
standings right now. So I kind
Yeah,
of give you a rundown of what's going on.
yeah. I would
So
love to
you
see.
got obviously you got Cleveland in the league right now. They the one seed, Boston two, Orlando three, New York four, Atlanta is five,
Hmm.
Milwaukee is six, and the play in is if it ended right now would be Miami, Brooklyn, Indiana, and the Bulls,
I see that. I see that. I mean,
and that's for the East.
easily the Bulls could get in eighth place, but we don't want to play Cleveland in the first round. See what I'm saying? We don't want to play Cleveland in the first round. Like four
Ooh,
games.
that's a sweep. That's a gentleman. We might get a gentleman sweep up out of. We might win one.
I mean, we always good for one, right? You
We
know what I'm saying?
good for one in the madhouse, right?
Yeah, we always good for one. You know, we get real.
We'll definitely be inside the arena for that one if
Yeah,
that was to happen. You
yeah.
feel me?
We gonna catch a playoff game if we could get in the play in playoff.
If we
However,
ever get a playoff,
if we ever get a playoff game, shit, we gonna try our best, boy.
we'll try our
But
best. Man.
even now though, in the play-in, so what would it be? It would be it'll be Pacers and the Bulls, right?
It'll be Pacers, Bulls, and it'll be Brooklyn and Miami.
I mean, I don't know, man. Cleveland look like they gonna be sweeping whatever, getting whoever out the way. With this with
Hmm.
this Boston Miami, I think Miami window is closing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always give them a shot, but I think that window is kind of closing. Bucks and Magic is gonna be interesting right now because the Milwaukee not really playing at their best. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah, that'd be. Ooh, that would be. Ooh, I
And you
like
see,
that matchup,
yeah,
especially with a healthy Boncaro and Franz
that's what I'm
against.
talking. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that'd be a. Oh,
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
want to see that right now
We're
in the
we're
play.
we'll have to go down to Miami or Milwaukee, or we'll go to Orlando or something to
Or
catch a game
some, bro.
on the
That'd be a
real.
good one. Boncaro against Giannis there. Ooh, I'd love to see that one.
I mean, in
I
this
think
Knicks
that'd be a good one.
and the Knicks,
Suggs or that Bloodhound or Dame.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be good because you got real live stars. Like you got people that's gonna be like Hound and Dame, and I want to see Carroll go with Giannis. You know what I'm saying? I
That'd
see
be
I see a
that'd
rivalry
be the
there.
best.
I
That
see
you, hey, you right. That's a good one right there. That'd be a good matchup.
I see a
Because I
rivalry
don't
there.
really see the. I don't obviously. I don't think this is gonna be long winded with Atlanta right now. Anyway, I mean they have looked good. Speaking of another rookie, you know what I'm saying, number one pick. He done had his nights. You know what I'm saying. He
Hmm.
looking like a number one pick, and they have been winning games. But I think New York is washing them. You know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying.
might
I
be.
don't think.
Yeah.
They might get a game out of them, but I think with JB and what Cat is doing right now, with
Hmm.
all the pieces they got right now, that's not that's going to five, if that, just maybe even four. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a first round that's going to be lopsided. You know what I'm saying? But
True.
and then going over to the West, obviously we got OKC in one. The Rockets at two right now. The Rockets been winning some games. Dallas three, Memphis four, Golden State five, Clippers six, Phoenix, Denver, Minnesota, and Lakers in the play-in right now.
I mean, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it now, bro. I didn't see the Houston Rockets being number two in the West, bro. Like the Western Conference, you know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about no punk ass Eastern Conference.
No.
We talking about the West.
And it don't get me wrong, it's early in the season, and how this team look right now, these teams could switch at any point because all of them got eight losses.
Mm-hmm.
All of them got 15 wins,
I
eight
see that.
losses. So
I see
you
that.
can say the Rockets is in two, but is they really in two right now? You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, the Rockets have looked good. That's why I say I love their core. They got some pieces, man.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to coach. You know what I'm saying? So you got them pieces with that, and they gonna win some games, man. So Sangoon, like I said, Whitmore, Jamari Smith. You see that block he had on Gobert?
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that
Pounded his shit.
on the
Pause,
real.
no diddy, but bro,
Yeah, he smashed the
he
shit.
fucking smashed this shit. Gobert thought that shit was sweet, man. He put that shit back in his face so
Go
fucking
best.
fast, boy.
Go back, go up too soft for me, man.
Too soft. His hand, he got. You know how you see them cats when you put like gloves and shit on their hands, they don't know
Yeah,
what to do.
yeah.
That's how Gobert look when he try to catch the ball. Like he don't know what to like. He like, oh shit, wait a
He's
minute
like,
now.
oh, I got the
That's
ball in
why
my
I
hand.
That's why I blame that three in the key he got mad about the other night when Julius Randle didn't want to give it to him because I wouldn't trust his damn hands. I don't
Right.
care if the dude behind him is
Wide
is
open,
is
nothing.
six is 5'11". I don't care if it's not a lob
Mm-hmm.
or if it's not something like that. And it's funny too because I'm playing with the Minnesota on 2K and all it is Lob City between me and Gobert. On there, he got the best hands in the world, but in real life, that boy, man, that man.
They had to look out for him in some way.
He cannot catch the ball for nothing. And when he catch the ball, he don't have no post moves, no okay, he not hitting you with nothing.
Nah, he ain't got none.
Nothing.
So first round, Thunder versus Nuggets. I mean, that should be a thriller, right? Like
Yeah, for
that
sure.
should be. I'm buying so much stock in OKC right now. I see they as a team they got more steals than turnovers. You know what I'm saying? And I literally
Yeah, no, they so deep, man. They so that's what the Rockets might be in a couple of years, to be honest with you. You know what I'm
straight
saying? I
up.
still think the Rockets still too young,
Mm-hmm.
but they deep like OKC is to me, bro. And like in a couple of years, if they can figure out who they true number one gonna be, whether it is Jabari, whether Jalen Green turn into whatever, Cam Whitmore is the guy. They just need a solid. Whether Sagoon is the guy, he is the
Mm-hmm.
Jokic that you need him to be. No,
That's
I
right.
never want to compare to Jokic, but he is the star that you need him to be, and the pass and the facilitator you need him to be. Like, yeah, they could easily be the OKC of Houston, Texas. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So like
they could
I
beat
can see
them.
because they got so many pieces they can throw at you, so many athletic young wings that they got through the draft that yeah, man, they like I said, it's a reason why they hey, I mean it's like I said, I know it's early in the season
Mm-hmm.
and I know some of these teams gonna start coming back down to earth. But the Rockets have been beating legitimate teams out there. You know what I'm saying? They've been winning legitimate games, and you know what I mean. Like, and they got good coaching, so
So it'll be a
you
talk.
know.
That 2-7 matchup, it'll be Houston versus the Suns. I don't really know, man. I don't really know too much about Phoenix right now. They saying Phoenix suck without Kevin Durant on the court with them. You know what I'm saying? They saying without him, they kind
Yeah,
of
I
bet.
mean, but both teams at full strength, we know Phoenix is winning that. Period.
Right.
They
Okay.
just
So
the experience and that matchup to me wins out.
the
You know what
experience.
I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
Experience, like
Right. Right. Right.
Phoenix and them experience at being there before. Devin Booker done been to a finals. We know KD is a two-time finals, winner, MVP. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like experience wins out in that matchup, man. And it's like, yeah, they might have all these young wings, but KD, man, that's a headache all night, bro.
Yeah.
That's something else you got to deal with, bro. Like I seen him in the Olympics, and I seen him before he got hurt, and
Mm-hmm.
that's still KD, bro. I'm Kevin Durant. What they say?
He
I'm
said, you know
Kevin
my.
Durant.
He
You
said, you
know
know
who
my
I am.
name. You know who I am. I'm Kevin Durant. So okay, so experience gonna trump that one. So the 3 and 6 matchup would be the Mavericks versus the Clippers.
Mm.
I ain't really sold on it. I feel like Dallas will wash them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me honestly, I would like for this to be set up where we can see a Dallas Mavericks and a Denver Nuggets first round or second round or third round. Like I just want to see Luka and Jokic. Like that's my dream matchup.
Play in the matchup. Yeah,
That's
okay. I
that's my
like it.
dream. One of my dream matchups. And my other dream matchup, like I've been saying, get your popcorn ready. Anthony Edwards and John Morant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. For
Like
sure. I mean, they have a little run. I mean, well, I guess at the time
yeah, they played in.
Minnesota wasn't as good as they well, wasn't as good as they was last year.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? I can see what you mean by that. You know, they have played each other for what was it? I think was it the play in,
Nah,
right? Or was it like a first round,
that was
second
like a
round of
first.
the
It was like
playoffs?
a first round or something.
Like
Remember
a
we was
first round, and like you said, that it wasn't the Minnesota team that they got right,
right.
last year.
Like it
I keep
wasn't
saying
even.
right now, no, last year, the team they had last year.
Yeah,
So yeah,
we got to be specific when we talking about Minnesota now.
23 Minnesota, 2023, 2024 Minnesota Timberwolves. Yeah.
Hell no, this is gonna be a time. That's gonna be a time because they was only what together what 1 year? Cat and Rudy.
Was it one or two?
I feel
I
like it
think it
was.
was two. I think Rudy was kind of hurt that first year. I could be wrong.
So they played. They was together when they won the finals. When Denver won the finals. Nah, I think this they first year, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I think this they first year
No, I think it was. I think they was together. I just didn't think they meshed real. They were still trying to figure things out.
because they played. Did they play Denver the first round the year that they Denver won? We'll have to
We
go
have to
back and
go
look.
back and look at the history on that one, but
And then the
because
four.
I could have sworn that was the year that they played Memphis, but Memphis had got put out by Golden State, then go. I don't know. I'm probably mixing some playoffs right now together, but
And then the
yeah.
fourth and fifth matchup would be Memphis and Golden State playing right now. No, Minnesota and Golden State playing right now. So Memphis and Golden State. Like I say,
Hmm.
I don't know. Like you said, with them 3 teams with Houston, Dallas, and Memphis, all 15-8,
Hmm.
we bound to see a change by February, March. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure.
Somebody is gonna be at the top. Somebody gonna fizzle out. Somebody gonna fizzle down.
I
Playing
mean, hell, I'm trying to see when the damn Kings gonna go on some type of run because right now, like if the thing ended right now, they not even in the play-in. So
shit, the Spurs got a better record than Sacramento right now.
right now, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So eventually somebody gonna go on the run, somebody gonna go on the skid. Hate to say it. Injuries happen, people not as healthy as they is no more. If the plan was today,
Uh-huh.
Minnesota and the Lakers, I don't know, man. What the fuck is New Orleans at? See, I don't
Hey, don't bring them up. That's why I was just laughing. You better not bring that weak ass team up. I
I go
told you not to
I
bring them up because
yeah,
they ass ain't nowhere. You know what they at 5-8. They look horrible. They
yeah.
look like they supposed to look
You talking about
because
a
Zion fat ass is sitting down somewhere doing some eating gumbo or eating crawfish and somebody fish fry on Friday fish fry night. He got the catfish fillets. He got them all. He ready. So I'm not.
so yeah, we not
Don't even want to even talk
nope.
about the Pelicans. That shit is out the window, bro. Like they gonna figure something out, but they
Mm-hmm.
better hope they get the 10th or ninth seed like they always do. And
That's ugly.
it's not gonna be nothing. They're gonna be first round exit, or they not even gonna make it out to play in,
Right.
or they not even gonna make the play in. I don't even know what's going on with Zion. I don't even check on them. I don't even care. They
Right.
like the Wizards to me. Like I don't care. Like whatever they trying to do. Like
you say
I don't
like you
care,
say like
bro.
they
I
like the
don't care.
Wizard. That's a
They
harsh
the
take.
Wizards. I don't care what the Wizards doing. I don't care about their second overall pick and Alex Saw. I don't care about Jordan Poole and the pool party. I don't care. They ain't win a game in November. I don't want to see it. Is what they say? What they say? No nut November.
Yeah.
What Gilbert Arenas say on the arena?
Yeah.
No nut November. No win November for the fucking
I
Wizards.
mean, if you're gonna be good at losing, you know what I'm saying, be great at it. Don't win at all. If you're gonna say we ain't gonna win for a whole month, you gotta stand on that.
You got to
So
stand on that.
So yeah, I ain't sold on these Western Conference playoff picture right now. It's just
No.
not. I just can't really. It just ain't. It's not. This is not what the end result is going to be. But the East though,
Hmm.
flip back to the East, it's looking good. It's looking real good right now. The East.
Yeah, that's probably how it's gonna shake out. I don't see them top four teams. I don't see them going out. Do
So what
you?
about
Do you? But I mean, I can see. I guess Philly. I guess Philly making it back up
playoffs?
there.
I was gonna ask you. I'm like, what is Philly gonna do? Like, nah, maybe you know what I'm saying. I'd be
A
surprised if
play
they.
in.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they get.
I'm starting not to even think about them either. We put a poll up. Was PG a good fit for Philly? 80% said no. Yeah. He's looking like Tobias Harris version 2.1, point 1, point 2.5, software version 3. So
I think you
I
give Paul George a little bit more credit than Tobias Harris, though. I mean, damn.
Hey, the record speaks for itself. They 6-15. What Paul George, what signature Paul George game you don't think this season? I'm waiting for the answer
They
because I
had
ain't seen one.
so they said he had like 29 points the last game they won, or what a game before or whatever. But I mean, it ain't nothing. It's not no quick turnaround. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. But yeah, no,
So
yeah,
yeah,
I
this
don't see.
playoff picture, it's looking exciting. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for All Star season. But this playoff. Yeah, it's really gonna be a toss up when these teams really shake, when these teams really fizzle out, and people start getting into that mid season form. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like Miami at 7, they could possibly get that 6 or 5 spot. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Atlanta might slide down. They always been kind of a playing team anyway. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I mean, and they still young. I don't think that record is going to be sustainable. And despite what I say about Philly, I feel like they're going to figure out some type of something to put it together. It is still Joel Embiid. Hopefully, he can stay healthy and go on some type of run. Paul George can contribute, and then I still like Maxey. So I mean, they could possibly do something with that. But just going into that, man. Going over these last couple of topics before I let you get out of here, man. It's getting late. I see these Wolves back up on the Warriors by 12 right now.
For quarter.
5 minutes left in the fourth.
Okay.
But yeah, man, going into it, as far as these quarter season playoff matchups, who is your quarter season awards right now? Who you thinking about for
Oh, I got
MVP? If it ended right now, who is MVP, Depot,
if
Rookie of the Year so far? Who you got for
uh.
them for the big three? I should say the big three:
All right. So you said defensive player of the year right now?
Depoy, MVP, and Rookie. Yep, who you got?
There's so many rookies out here. I guess I gotta give a rookie to a winning team. How are we doing this? I
I
don't know,
mean,
man.
rookie of the year, man. The stats, man. What do you think about the
I mean, old boy from Philly looking good, man. I give it to McCain, man. Jared McCain.
McCain? Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. I can definitely see that.
I like him rookie of the year. Defensive player of the year, it'd probably have to be like a Mobley or something since they team so
Mobley?
good. Yeah, like a
You don't say
Mobley or something.
Wimby?
Wimby,
You don't think Wimby get the Depoy? Three and a
and
half blocks this year?
yeah, I give it to Wimby because I know he ain't gonna do nothing but get better. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna do nothing but get better. And he's supposed to get it last year too. So I'm
I
not
feel like definitely not, especially. I ain't even gonna get into all that, but it's funny how, like I said, one player changed and now the defense is way
terrible, right?
worse.
Right. So yeah,
So.
I'm gonna get Depoy, Wimby, big Wimby Yama.
Hmm.
MVP is Shea, man. It ain't clear cut. I like Cat. I like Jay. People
Hmm.
keep a couple people saying Jason Tatum, but I mean when I watch Shea and I watch the way he glide and he just like be killing everybody like how he do, he got to get MVP. Number one in the West. You know what I'm saying? Feel like he's supposed to get it last year too. You know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree with none of those. I mean, I guess you could. I mean, I guess I could say Mobley too. I mean, I can definitely see it. You know what I
Right.
mean? And they are the record is there, the defense is
Yeah.
there. You know what
That's
I'm
all I'm saying.
saying?
That's all I'm saying.
And they always say it's hard to give a depoy to a long winning team. That's why they didn't want to give it to Wemby last year.
Right.
But
I don't want to rob Mobley out of this. Like I did, but Wimby got robbed last year, so I'm just acting accordingly. You know.
hmm So yeah, man, like I said, I don't disagree with all that. I don't disagree with none of those. You know what I mean? And then since with the NBA Cup right around the corner, who you got for the who you think gonna be in the last? Who you think gonna be the last two teams standing?
I
If
like to
you had to
see I
choose.
like to see the two teams in the East, at the top of the East and West, bro. Like they one of the most exciting teams. I don't watch too much of Cleveland, but
Hmm.
when I do watch their highlights, like they be balling, and when I do watch them, they be balling. So yeah, Cleveland, OKC, bro. I'm buying so much. I got so much stock in Cleveland, OKC right now. It's disgusting, but I just gotta ride with what I'm feeling right now,
Hmm.
especially OKC. They play on a great court. Like I fuck with that. That shit raw as hell. Like it's a great court. Like I like to see them in the cup.
But me looking at it right now, who was that? Who you say?
OKC and Cleveland. I don't know what the
Cleveland
standings.
didn't make it.
Oh, they got cut.
Yeah, it's right now it's looking like for the quarterfinals is Bucks Magic, Knicks Hawks, Thunder Mavericks, and Rockets Warriors.
All right, Hawks, Thunder.
Hawks Thunder. Ooh, okay. All right. I can see that. I can
Yeah.
see that. I like that matchup. I say that can be one. I say Knicks probably. I can see the Knicks making it in there.
Okay.
Knicks Thunder. Trying to get that
Okay.
little bread. Trying to get that little bread.
Yeah.
Get that
Gotta get
little bread. JB took a pay cut, trying to get that little bread, use that little extra 500K, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
always
why not?
use that
Uh-huh. And that's I mean, hey, that's what we're looking at so far this week, man. That's what we're looking at, man. These NBA Cup final matchups, man. I mean, as far as All-Star, I can't really think of no All-Stars right now. So much talent out there right now in the league. You
hmm
got Giannis and LaMelo leading the league in scoring right now. And who was it? I forgot who was leading in assists right now, but yeah, man, it's just a bunch of good players all around the league, bro. And I'm ready to see where they gonna go with this, where we gonna go with these matchups, man. But and like I said, I'm gonna let you get out of here. I'm gonna finish watching this game before it go off, man. This has been outside the arena, man. I'm E this BA.
BA
We gonna get back at y'all later, man. And please, like I said, once again, man, like, comment, subscribe, share the content. We love to see y'all comments. We love to see y'all thoughts, opinions on everything, man, because we just get bringing y'all our thoughts and opinions, man.
for
And if you
sure.
like it, man, tune in for more. But we'll holler at y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.